Alright everyone, so for this video, I wanted to talk more about KEEPR's FOO now that the final price has been released and may mga bagong information and details na nag-come into light. I'm gonna try to be a bit more comprehensive as well para pambawi ko na rin for my last KEEPR na video kasi at the time I wasn't feeling too well, so it was shorter than what I normally do, no? So let's start. Ang sabi ni President Jose Santa Marina, and I quote, "The KEEPR's Holdings Inc. is now the largest distributor of imported spirits in the Philippines, holding 74% volume market share." Now, paano tayo umabot doon? Okay? Essentially, ang nangyari was, nagkaroon tayo ng share swap wherein Costco got a large number of shares from what was then Dabin para i-inject yung Montosco Inc., Meritus Prime Distributions Inc., and Premier Wines and Spirits Inc. to what's now KEEPR. Okay? So dahil doon, naging parang pure liquor or spirits play na siya. Imported spirits play na yung KEEPR. Now, I just wanted to summarize that very briefly para sa mga manonood natin na baka hindi pa nila alam kung ano yung nangyari. Essentially, that's what happened. Okay? Now, the final price for KEEPR will be 1.5. Now, this is lower than what was initially anticipated, no? Una, the range was 2 pesos to 2.5. Tapos binaba nila to 1.5 to 2 pesos. And then finally, they decided na yung final price will be 1.5. Now again, how you view this will depend on the type of person that you are. Okay, if you're a glass half full or glass half empty type of person. Kung glass half full ka, then you might be thinking, makakuha ako ng mas mura. Better value for my money, better bang for my buck. Kung glass half empty ka naman, you could be thinking na, bakit nila ito ibebenta ng mas mura kung kaya nila ibenta ng mas mahal? Baka walang interest yung market. Kaya nila binababaan para mag-drum up ng interest kasi di nila mabenta ng mas mahal. After all, bakit mo ibebenta 1 kilo ng tilapia at 150 kung kaya mo namang ibenta ng 200? Diba? Bakit mo ibebenta 1 kilo ng sile at 100 kung kaya mo namang ibenta ng 150? So, where you lie depends on your personality. Okay? So, kayo nang bahala how you want to view that. Now, the shares that they will be selling will be up to 3 billion. Okay? So, yung total na they're aiming to raise is 4.5 billion. Now, the joint lead underwriters for this venture are China Bank Capital, PNB Capital, and SB Capital. The reason why I always mention yung mga underwriters is I believe na it should be part of your due diligence to check kung ano yung mga performance ng mga underwriters sa mga trinabaho nila before. Diba? Nag-overperform ba? Nag-underperform ba? Lagi ba nilang binababa yung price? Kamusta yung pag-market nila? And so on. I am not claiming that the underwriter should be one of the primary factors that you need to consider kung papasok kayo o hindi sa isang IPO or FOO. However, I will contend that they should be one of the factors that you look at. Okay, so be sure to do your due diligence and check kung kamusta yung performance ng mga to. Now, the offer period will be from November 4 to November 10. So, medyo tuloy-tuloy tayo, no? So, Aldi, and then SGP, then KEEPR, then what's this? Medilines. So medyo tuloy-tuloy. And we're going to discuss more on that later when I give my opinion at the end of the video. And then the listing date will be on November 19, 2021 with the new stock code KEEPR. Okay, that's KEEPR. And then post-FOO, the estimated public float will now be 20.94%. So they will slightly, very, very slightly exceed yung minimum public threshold. Okay? Now, ito yung chart ng KEEPR bago siya na-suspend. So as you can see from this chart, we were trading at 2.95 at the time. And then the reason why I bring up yung chart is because I wanted to discuss yung nangyaring change in par value. Okay? So, nagkaroon ng change in par value from 0.023 to 0.10. And then the effective date for that was September 13, 2021. And then the last traded date was July 7, 2021. So as you can see, nag-take effect yung change in par value after masuspend ng stock. Now, this is important because I received a lot of questions na paano yung mga original na may hawak na? Ano ang gagawin namin? Paano kami? Okay? Now, before I answer that, let's quickly read yung in-screenshot ko sa baba ng screen, no? Ang nakalagay, as a result of the change in the company's par value, the number of shares held by existing shareholders were reduced. What this means is if previously you were holding 10,000 shares, bumaba yun, naging 2,300 shares na lang. Okay? Ulitin ko. Kung dati may hawak kang 10,000 shares ng Davin, ngayon na KEEPR na siya, bababa yung number of shares na hawak mo to 2,300. And as a necessary consequence of the increase in par value following the amendment, the PSE announced a price adjustment from the last traded price of 2.95, again, yun yung chart na pinakita ko sa inyo, to 12.82. With effect from September 13, 2021, like I stated above. Such price adjustments may affect the value of a shareholder's investment in the shares. There is no assurance of any effective mitigants to such risk. So, kung sabihin natin may hawak kayo before, lalo na kung nabili nyo nung medyo mas mataas pa siya, di ba natulak pataas yung Davin when we looked at the chart when people were expecting a potential backdoor play? Which nangyari nga, to be fair. Di ba? Lalo na kung, yun nga, so let's say nabili nyo at 2.95 or higher. Ngayon, nag-iba yung traded price from 2.95, let's say yun yung bili nyo, to 12.82. Pero technically, equal value pa rin yun kasi bumawas yung number of shares na hawak nyo eh. However, ngayon na mag-FOO. Tapos ang final price is 1.5. Okay? Tapos, based sa nabasa kong Twitter ni Sir Nicky Franco, and I will link that Twitter feed, Twitter profile in the description box below, the lower static threshold will be suspended when trading resumes. So just because 1.5 yung final price, it doesn't necessarily mean na dun tayo mag-open. In fact, pwede tayo mag-open at 50 cents, at 1 peso. Kasi wala yung lower static threshold. Diba? Hindi siya yung 30% lang yung pwedeng mawala. So, medyo masakit to sa mga previously may hawak, no? So, kumonti na nga yung hawak nilang shares, tapos yung pagbenta nung FOO, mas mababa pa than yung dating price nila. Now, I've read a few broker reports where rin-recommend nila, di bumili ka ng FOO, damihan mo yung bili. They did the math for you. Again, I'll link the tweet in the description box below. Na bumili ka ulit, tapos hope na umabot siya ng ganitong price, di mababawi mo. Diba? But, number one, hindi naman lahat nung dating nakabili may pera pa eh. For all we know, baka naka-tie up yung pera nila sa Davin. Hindi naman natin alam bakit pinayagan ng PSE yung Davin na mag-change ng par value nang basta ganun na lang. Wala naman sila binigay na reason eh. When I say walang binigay na reason yung PSE, wala silang binigay na reason bakit sila pumayag. So, kung ikaw yung dating may hawak tas hindi mo kayang bumili ngayon, does it really help when people tell you na di bumili ka pa ng more, wow naman, di ba? Para namang tumutubo yung pera sa puno, no? And even if you did have the money, even if you could buy more, just because the quote-unquote fair value of something is X or Y, it doesn't necessarily mean that price will go to X or Y. Diba? Or even if it did, it might take a long time. Now, I am not saying na mali yun. Okay? I'm not saying na huwag kayong bumili. I'm not saying na mali yung sinasabi ng iba-ibang mga brokers. Kasi di ko lang naman sa isa nabasa yan eh. I read it in multiple threads, no? All I'm saying is, I feel for you guys and I really hope na between now and the time na ma-lift yung suspension, sana may mga bagong balita na lumabas na makakatulong or mas makakapagprotekta doon sa mga dating may hawak na. Doon sa mga investors from before na naniwala din sa Davin. Diba? I feel for you guys. I understand na it's hard and right now, honestly, nalulungkot ako just saying na mukhang dehado talaga yung mga original na may hawak. I'm really very sorry to say that. And I wish that there was better news to share. And I'm hoping there will be better news to share, that there will be better news release for everyone. Kasi syempre dito, wala naman tayong talangkaan eh. Gusto natin lahat kumikita. So I hope na merong magawang paraan pa. So far, okay, I'm not saying na wala I'm just saying na so far, based sa mga nabasa ko, based sa mga nakita ko, parang wala pa. That could change, that might change after you watch that video, after you watch this video, and I sincerely hope na ganon. I sincerely hope na mali ako. Dahil gusto ko syempre lahat kayo kumita. Okay? But for now, mukhang ganun talaga eh. Mukhang dehado talaga. Okay? That's the gentlest way I can put it. Yung mga original na may hawak. Now, by definition, again, this is from President Jose Santa Marina, keeper is someone to whom trust is placed for the care of something. It also means someone or something with good qualities, whom you can have long relationship with, and also something worth keeping. Now, hindi ko sinasabi na mali yung sinasabi nila. Hindi ko sinasabi na nagsisinungaling sila. Tama naman na kung pure liquor play, yung imported spirits, they're a good company to watch out for moving forward. Ano lang to, no? Parang medyo double-edged lang. On the one hand, maganda naman yung ginawa nila in the sense na, yun nga, consolidation, liquor play. In the future, baka maging good bang for buck din to. Baka, lalo na kapag mag-start silang magbigay ng dividends consistently. So, paalala lang, for the past 3 years, walang dividends na binigay yung Davin. At least based sa prospectus na binigay nila. Okay? But on the other hand, I do wish na, yun nga, since keeper kayo, you're someone to be trusted, then I hope na may magawang paraan sa mga dating shareholders para mas maprotektahan din sila at matulungan. Okay? Now, this is the part of the video where I typically give my opinion, and that's all it is, an opinion on whether or not the KEEPR FOO is something that I'm personally interested in. Okay? Ako personally, I won't be going for the KEEPR FOO, but it's not because of yung change par, or it's not because of all the PSE series or whatever, no? It's mostly because in my mind, dahil tuloy-tuloy nga tong mga IPO, FOO, or whatever, I feel like na-exhaust na yung market. So, all day, yay, hype, 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 super excited mga tao, no? SGP, yay, hype, 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 super excited yung mga tao. But you can only keep that up for so long. So, I'm not very confident na all that hype, all that energy will continue on to KEEPR. Diba? Of course, I could always be wrong. And I will be watching this when trading resumes to see if some type of structure forms na pwede kong pasukan for future trades. Okay? Pero for the FOO itself, I'll personally be skipping that because of the aforementioned reasons. Now, kung kayo, syempre, hindi ko naman sinasabing gawin niyo yung gagawin ko, no? I'll never say that. Of course, do your own due diligence. Mag-research kayo ng mabuti. Make sure na kung ano mang makita nyo, gustong-gusto nyo talaga. Before you decide to trade or invest, KEEPR. Okay? Syempre, pera nyo yan. Pinaghirapan nyo yan. Kayo yung pagpipindot ng mouse, kayo yung makikipag-usap sa broker. So be sure na kampante kayo at confident kayo sa desisyon nyo. You don't need to listen to me. Ako, personal opinion ko lang yon. Diba? It doesn't make me right. In fact, for all I know, baka first day pa lang, biglang mag-ceiling yan, biglang mali pala ako, mag-open tayo, 12 pesos na kagad, diba? And kakamot ulo na lang ako while kayong lahat, kikita ng tiba-tiba. Okay, and if that happens, then of course, I'm happy for all of you and congratulations in advance, no? As I said, dito naman, wala tayong talangkaan. Diba? Ang gusto lang natin is kumita tayo na magkakasama. Matuto tayo na magkakasama. So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no? So, and I hope na kahit papano may natutunan kayo from this video or at the very least na-entertain ko kayo ng konti. And as always, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!